Hey guys, so today I want to talk about the different kinds of groups in League play and how they can benefit your mental game. I'll start by saying in general, there are two types of groups in League play. There are the groups that don't mind talking that much after throwing and stuff, and they have conversations basically through the whole game. They're playing music, having a good time, and then there are the more serious groups who are really quiet and they don't really say much except for good shot, nice throw, good putt, stuff like that. And there are obviously mixes of these kinds of groups. It's not just only these types of groups are out there, but for the sake of this video, I just want to address these two extremes. The music group is usually made up of lower tier players of average skill level. Now this group has some benefits to it. I think it's best to go with this group if you're able to focus better with background noise. And I don't mean expecting people to talk in the background, but because music will probably be playing the entire round. They're not just going to stop it when someone's going to throw, because that would kind of throw everyone off. Now you might be wondering, like, why would I want any background noise? That just doesn't make any sense. But sometimes if you're playing and you're taking a putt and it's dead silent, and there's a random, like squirrel in a tree who like knocks something down and something falls on the ground and it really distracts you when you're trying to putt. If you have background music, you're probably not going to hear that kind of thing going on. And this is the same thing for drives, obviously. So if you prefer some background noise, or if your course is surrounded by a city or something nearby that, a lot of people are going to be talking in the distance, you're going to be able to hear them and stuff like that, you probably do want to go with the music group just to avoid that one stroke that would have let you win, but you got distracted by a random noise. Now the quiet group is usually a pretty fast-paced group with higher skill level players. Personally, I like playing in this group, but only with the right people. Now there is one course that I used to play all the time in leagues, and I played occasionally. It's called Willow, and the cool thing about it is that some of the holes are right by the highway, so when you're throwing, all you hear is like all these cars going by, and it's so relaxing. And I definitely don't want music playing in the background mixing with that, because I'd rather just have, the sound of the highway. It's so much better to focus with. Now obviously the benefit of playing with the quiet group is when you're going to throw is dead silent. Like, you don't hear a thing essentially except for nature, and in some cases there's literally nothing you can hear because there's no wind, there's no animals running around, stuff like that. Now the thing that kind of sucks about the quiet group is obviously you're not going to be very conversational all the time because everyone is just really focused and they're really serious about it. But if you're susceptible to a lot of pressure like that, you might not want to be in the quiet group, because if you start thinking about your shots and stuff, you're going to be like, okay, everyone's watching me right now. If I mess up, that's really going to be really bad, because you don't want that. You definitely don't want to be thinking about that when you're throwing. Now, my personal opinion might help you guys gauge like what kind of group you want playing, like when you want playing it and stuff like that. So basically, I like to play in certain groups just depending on my mood. If I'm in a bad mood, I definitely want to stick with a quiet group, because I don't want to be talking about a whole bunch of random things and a whole bunch of random conversations, because saying the wrong thing to me or something like that might get me to think about something else, which puts me in worse mood and is going to throw off my concentration when I should be just thinking about the game. Now if I'm in a good mood, I kind of like to go with the music group more or less, because when I'm playing really well, I like to talk a lot, and I don't know why, but it boosts my confidence level up, so I'm not really thinking about anything negative. I'm just like, oh, okay, watch me do this, oh, nice shot, watch me do this, stuff like that. I don't know, that's what goes on in my head when I'm playing usually. And this is kind of the same thing for when I play poker or something like that, because if I'm starting to win a lot of hands, I just start talking about some random stuff, and like I feel a lot better when I'm playing. So yeah, if you guys are like me and you like to talk a lot when you're doing really well, maybe you should stick with the music group just in case you're gonna have a really good round, and then who knows, maybe you'll just never miss a putt after like a couple holes, because you're just confident and excited and happy that you're just playing crazy good. And then when I'm like seriously in the zone, like I'm like not saying anything, I'm just like, alright, let's go. Like I don't want to wait on any groups. I can play in either group really, but I prefer the silent group, mostly because like I'm really focused. I'm taking all my putts really slow, probably slower than I usually play, but this is when I'm playing like out of my mind, like like 16 down and doubles or something like that. Now this video is pretty specific and kind of technical, but I tend to play a lot of doubles leagues, so I thought I'd just share what I think about this subject. Now guys, make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Comment below your favorite course that you like to play leagues in, because I haven't really traveled that much. I'm kind of curious about what courses you guys play and stuff like that. And my next video will be about mental game in general, so like the kinds of things that separate like the good player from like, you know, like the really good player, the things that skill alone can't get you there. You have to be here every single time, or it's just not gonna happen. You know, you can have like the best skill, but you know, if you mess up a couple times, you're not gonna win. The guy who's, you know, focused the entire time, who is, you know, getting over these obstacles in his head, is just, he's gonna win every single time, guarantee it. Also, quickly, 3 months ago I posted a video, and it was basically a disc golf ace compilation. Anyways, I spent about 2.5 hours editing it because I had to find all these clips. I thought I knew all these clips in my mind, but I only knew like 4 or 5, so I did a lot of research. I was, you know, searching through disc golf scene. I was looking through really old videos and stuff like that. I was trying to find the best ace videos with a variety, not just like pros, like just random people and stuff like that. And I use my own music that I make, because I make music. You can check that out in the description on my other channel. I make music and stuff like that. Anyways, I thought it was in fair use. I spent a lot of time on it, and some guy that I borrowed his clips from got really angry that I didn't include his clips in the description, which, you know, that's totally fine. Stuff like that, I can relate to that. But he didn't really give me a chance to like put his links in my description or anything. All he did was leave a comment, and by the time I saw the comment, the video was taken down. I got a copyright strike, and basically if you get 3 copyright strikes, your channel is deleted by YouTube. YouTube does it automatically, and having 1 copyright strike kind of messes you up for like 3 months, because you lose, well, obviously the ability to gain any revenue, and just other features in general. But the thing about that is, like, you know, even though it's not like any money at all, like I think that ace compilation, had really some really positive feedback, and I really enjoyed that, and I spent a lot of time on it, so I was like, okay, people are probably gonna like this, and I probably made like, I don't know, $11, right? It's not that much money at all, but like even that much is like just a motivator to make like better content and stuff like that. Like if you think about it, if you were a musician and if people could listen to your music without directly paying you, wouldn't you want that, instead of, you know, like people openly begging for, basically just saying like, oh, donate to me so I can make more videos, instead of doing that, it's just like, oh, thanks for watching my video, because, you know, YouTube does it for us. So, you know, I don't know, it just kind of set me back and stuff. That's why, like, I really haven't been putting any effort into any videos. And another story, but I used to make pretty good money off YouTube, and then I had to start all over, and now I'm here. But, you know, I wanted to build this up, and I really like disc golf, so I figure we'll get there together. And I'm planning on making some good content, because I can't really film any disc golf in the winter, because a warm day here is like 30 degrees. See you guys.